Welcome to the special launch event of the Restart India initiative. We've been graced with the presence of the Honorable Union Minister for Road Transport, Highways and MSME, Shri Nitin Gadkari. We are truly honored to have you with us this evening, sir. Thank you for sparing your valuable time. We also have with us the core advisory team of Restart India, namely Thomas John Muthoot, Chairman, Muthoot Papachan Group, Thomas George Muthoot, Director, Muthoot Papachan Group, Thomas Muthoot, Director, Muthoot Papachan Group, Lakshmi Praturi, Founder and CEO, Inc. I also extend a very special welcome to our esteemed panel of mentors and our patrons who are viewing this event live on our social media pages. May I invite Mr. Thomas John Muthoot for the introductory address.
Good evening, everyone. We have great pleasure to have with us today the Honorable Union Minister for MSME, Road Transport and Highways, Mr. Nitin Gadkari, for the launch of the Restart India initiative. Thank you, sir, for being with us today. It gives me great joy to tell you more about the Restart initiative that has been conceived jointly by Muthoot FinCorp and the InTalks. Both organizations are committed to empower human ambition and innovation. This has created a fitting synergy to collaborate and create an impact for the nano, micro, small, and medium enterprises. As we all know, MSMEs are those that manufacture or offer products or services on a smaller scale. They also include the local retailers. Across India, 62 million such enterprises employ 120 million people and contribute 29% of the country's GDP. They are an important part of raw material supply or a final product that all of us want every day. What we saw during the last few months, during the COVID crisis and the consequent lockdowns, has been a shift in the way we do business, a change like we haven't seen ever before. Our MSMEs and the retailers have been the hardest hit. Most of them are in the informal sector and had to shut their operations. Now, when they have started operations, they face many obstacles and hardships. It can range from finding the labor or needed finance or the supplies, and most importantly, the demand for their product and services. But the strength is their ability to adapt easily to changing needs. Today, many of the MSMEs and micro retailers would just need sound advice and guidance to get back on track. They may need to be mentored on how they can explore adjacent markets, including going digital and leveraging their existing expertise. The Government of India and the Ministry of MSME have announced many schemes as part of the various stimulus packages. The Honorable Prime Minister, while addressing the corporate India, has advocated for a resurgent India. We at Muthoot FinCorp, together with InTalks, have taken a firm resolve to stand by this vision and so have launched an initiative titled Restart India to rekindle positivity in the hearts of people and bring a determination to bounce back. The objective of this initiative is to raise self-confidence, primarily of small businesses, by creating an environment for their revival and growth to guidance and mentoring. We will shortly present how we plan to do this, sir. Sir, you have been always advocating that India has the resources, skill, and potential to be a hub for small businesses to thrive and contribute significantly to our economy. We assure you that we will be able to contribute to this effort. Sir, in this connection, in all humility, we would like to say that 65% of our customers are in the MSME and the nano and micro retailers. We at Muthoot FinCorp, post the lockdown, have disbursed to the tune of 4,500 crores to 7,50,000 nano and micro entrepreneurs. So with these words, I conclude. May I invite the Honorable Minister, Shri Nitin Gadkari to address our viewers. Thank you, sir.
The chairman of Muthu, Mr. Thomas John Muthu, all respectable dignitaries and dear friends. First of all, I am giving my special best wishes to management and all the stakeholders of the company. Actually, in Indian economy, the role of financial institution is very important. Presently, in the crisis of COVID-19, we are facing a lot of economic problem. I know that COVID-19 is a really a great problem which already we are all facing, but whole world is facing. And now it is the time for the country and the society to understand the art of living with COVID-19 is very important. But at the same time, we are facing economic crisis, which is equally, not equally, but more important. Today, lot of industries are not moving fast because they are facing crucial problems. All stakeholders from banks to financial institutions, NBFCs, industries, and migrant labor, all are facing crucial problem. But I feel that this is a temporary phase. We have got the potential and India is the fastest growing economy. And I'm confident in present situation, we need positivity that is very important. The fear, frustration, and negativity is a big problem. I feel that the positivity and self-confidence is a very, very important solution for present situation. First of all, we have to create positivity and self-confidence in the mind of the people. As far as the financial institutions are concerned, I really appreciate your role. Just 2 days before, I got opportunity to interact with Professor Muhammad Yunus, the Nobel Award winner from Bangladesh, and there was a conference with IIT, some principals and some other departments, and it is related with the microfinance. And in our discussion, actually, I admit his suggestion that our country needs microfinance institutions. Now, exactly, the Muhammad Yunus tell me that the name of the institution is appropriate is Social Microfinance Institutions. So this initiative is very important for India. Actually, they can only finance up to 10 lakh rupees, but this is very important for our economy. Presently, the banking system, the NBFCs are doing excellent jobs, but still they are under a lot of stress. And today, this is the time for the country that we need to have some transparent, time-bound, result-oriented, and good mechanized system, computerized system with a web platform where we can launch a microfinance institution which can easily make finance to the poor people. And that is exactly the need of the hour. I personally appreciate the role of Muthu because whenever I visited in different part of the country, every time on the road, I see your board. I feel it very happy because the way in which you penetrate your organization in the whole country, it is really good. And the majority small people they are getting finance from you is very important. Today, the MSME's role is very important. We have already changed the definition of MSME. Now, this is also equally important because last 14 years, there was demand for that. Previously, there was two classification, manufacturing sector and service sector. Now, the classification is manufacturing and services as a one sector. And for micro, the investment was 25 lakh rupees. Investment means that plant and machinery or equipment. That is investment was 25 lakh rupees was the criteria was there. But now we have increased up to 1 crore. And the turnover was only 10 lakh. Now we have converted into 5 crore. So this is 100% very useful for the micro industries. For the small industry, the investment was 5 crore. Now we have already make it 10 crore. And the turnover was 2 crore. Now we have make it 50 crore. And for medium, investment was 10 crore. Now we have taken it up to 50 crore. And the turnover was 5 crore. We have taken it as a 250 crore for medium scale industries. And export turnover is excluded. So this is really the way in which we are helping to the sector, by which I'm confident that 100% the sector is going to beneficial from these decisions. The most important thing is how it can be easy for us to availability of microfinance to the small and poor people. That is a big challenge with the country. Even the government is facing this problem. So I have already discussion with Mr. Rajiv Kumar and Amitabh Kant in Niti Aayog, and with the IIT people, Mr. Gopal Krishnan from Tata Group and IIT people, they are now preparing the policy by which Reserve Bank can easily give the permission license for the micro social microfinance institution, and it can be, I suggest them it can only control by charter accountant. Don't make too much bureaucratic system for that unnecessary. It will not be, it will create lot of problems. Two, with a very transparent time bound system, how it can be easily possible by using technology, particularly the web portal, the IT is very important. And on the basis of that, we can use it, we can receive the application, and institution will take the decision. So exactly now the problem in Indian economy is the liquidity. Now we need more liquidity in MSME. Presently, 30% of the GDP growth of our country that contributes from MSME, 48% of the export that is also from MSME, and up till now 11 crore jobs already created. Now the village industry turnover, khadi, gramodyog, handloom, handicrafts, honey, other thing, it is up to the March end that was some 88,000 crore. Now my idea is to develop agro MSME. The rural finance is very important for the poor people. And I'm confident by using the different technology, 100% we can create more employment potential in the rural agriculture and tribal area. I'll give you an example because you are already in Kerala. Now for fishing, our turnover of the size of the industry is 1 lakh crore. In the package, already we have sanctioned 20,000 crore. And the Cochin shipyard has already invented a trawler that can go up to 100 nautical miles. The present boats which are available with the fishermen, they are only going up to 7 to 8 nautical miles. So already we have manufactured that boats and giving to Tamil Nadu government, because our fishermen enter into the boundary of Sri Lanka. So we have given the trawler to them, and the result is their fishing production is increased by 6 times. So by giving this, the cost of this trawler is 1 crore 25 lakhs. The idea which is already I given to the ministry, that 5 fishermen come together, and with 25 lakhs equity, government will give 1 crore, and they will take a trawler and going up to 100 nautical mile, by which they can increase the productivity by 6 times. The present size of our economy, fish economy, is 1 lakh crore. We can easily go up to 6 lakh crore. Is very important. So this type of people, they need finance, and they have got capability. And after that, processing, packaging, other sector where we can create more employment potential. For eradication of poverty is the mission for the government, and for that reason we need to create more employment potential. And that employment potential, we need to find out the area, particularly agriculture, rural, tribal, and 115 aspirant district. The people, those who are socially, economically, educationally backward, there is already the poverty is there, unemployment is there, migrant labor problem is there. So this is the time that we need to create more jobs for them. So exactly on that line, government is now working. I am confident that for microfinance is the highest priority for the government. At the same time, small industries, women's help group, this type of new organization of the people, farmer produce companies in the rural area, agriculture sector, agro MSME. We can go for manufacturing of agarbatti sticks. We have already increased our budget 10 times more for honey. Then different type of handloom, handicrafts. This is the time that the small people, those who have already have a talent and skill, available with them, but because of the capital, they cannot start their industry. The small people, if the people like you can support them, 100% I'm confident that they have got all capability to develop their self. So this is the time the role of NBFC is very important. My last request to you, that is my idea. Already we have fund 50,000, and we have given it to now any MSME, those who have good track record of bank turnover, income tax, and GST, and also export turnover. There is a autonomous board is there. We are already established that board, and they will take the decision. Up to 15 crore, we will give them as a equity, and they will go to capital market and raise the fund. Now, my request is, in the present situation, from last 2 3 months, I have got opportunity to interact with lot of the people, particular investor from USA, investor from UK, investor from Dubai, investor from Austria, and thousands of people I got opportunity to interact with them. Now, the India is the safe destiny for investment. So already government has taken decision to giving 35,000 crore as a equity for NBFCs and 40,000 crore as liquidity. But now my request is, I don't know, but we will find out the way out, that Reserve Bank can give you the permission. Is it possible for NBFC to get foreign investment? Because the hedging is a big problem, but the interest cost is very less. That you are the expert people to get it. How we can get the FDI, particularly in NBFC and banks, is very important. I feel that that is going to reduce the interest cost, and where it can be a great thing for the NBFCs. At a small microfinance corporation also, we can get good capital from the people from the abroad. Now already in NHI, we are now decided to use maximum insurance fund, pension funds, and also we are trying for getting fund from foreign banks, World Bank, ADB. And as far as road sector is concerned, we don't have any problem of resources. We are in a very good position. We are already targeted to awarded road construction more than 15 lakh crore in 2 years, because I understand that this is the time that country need maximum liquidity. Without liquidity, we cannot accelerate the wheel of our economy. Without that, we cannot create more employment potential. Without that, we cannot create more purchasing power of the poor people. And without that, we cannot eradicate the poverty. So exactly on this line, what my feeling is, this is the time for where we need to support, more support, giving support to NBFCs and financial institution. They can also go for capital market also. We can support them. And I feel that the role of financial institution, microfinancial institution like you, is very important. Government is supporting it already. Cooperative bank, scheduled cooperative bank, multi-scheduled cooperative bank, district cooperative bank, they have got good, their capital reserve is very big. Even in Maharashtra, the Credit Cooperative Society, they have got the capital of 3 lakh crore, the deposits of 3 lakh crore. And they are financing to the small and poor people. So we must have some policy by which we can think about the people, those who are socially, economically, educationally backward, particularly from the 115 aspirant districts. The rural, agriculture, and tribal area is the more important focus for the government. And agro MSME, we can make it new idea for the agro processing industries, the industry on the basis of forest material available in the area, on the basis of handloom, handicraft. Lot of new ideas, new vision is there. So I'm confident that today government is giving the highest priority for that. And I personally appreciate the role of NBFCs and people like you. Your contribution in Indian economy is very good. I really appreciate from my core of heart that the you people like you are giving 7 to 8 lakh people getting finance from your institution is very important. These are the small people. And because of that, our economy wheel is now moving. And so that is very important, that the role of institution like you is very important. I am giving my best wishes to all of you, and also giving my support from the government, from the MSME department. And I feel that I am expecting from you more aggressively finance them, the small people, support them, and to create more employment potential. And that is exactly the way by which we can eradicate the poverty. Thank you very much. Namaskar, and my best wishes all of with you. Anywhere in any problem for you regarding MSME's policies, about my department, anytime you come to me, we will resolve the issue. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir. I had seen your interaction with Professor Mohammad Yunus, and that was very inspiring. and you had taken the feedback from him on creating a kind of microfinance bank by allowing to take savings also, still continuing as an NBFC. And your query on NBFCs getting foreign investment, it is permitted, and many NBFCs even we have got private equity, so that is permitted under the regulations. Sir, on the fishing suggestion, you said Kerala is very uh, has been in the forefront for in the fishing sector, and I am also the Kerala CAI chairman. I would take up with the government of Kerala if there is any possibility of looking at bringing the investment for trawlers in Kerala for the fishing industry. Over to you, Tina.
Thank you, Honorable Minister Shri Nitin Gadkari. Your words were definitely inspiring for this initiative, and I'm sure it will fuel it to reach greater heights. As you said, simplicity, entrepreneurial trait, and transparency is the need of the hour for nano businesses. We will now have the official launch of the site, restartindia.in. Honorable Minister for MSME, Shri Nitin Gadkari, in your August presence, we are officially unveiling the site to our viewers. The COVID 19 crisis has left small businesses with more questions than answers. But here, we, along with our panel of mentors and response network, will answer those questions. The Restart India portal has a Q&A library where people can post their questions related to their businesses, which would get answered by our response network and mentors. We have also presented on the site the recent announcements of the Honorable Prime Minister, which would serve as useful resources for the visitors. We will continue to add content such as interviews with our mentors, articles contributed by them, compliances that small businesses need to take care of in a simple and easily understandable manner, schemes available to MSMEs, etc. We invite each one of you to explore the site www.restartindia.in. To further elaborate on the collaboration of Muthoot FinCorp with Inc., I invite Lakshmi Praturi, founder and CEO of Inc., who will give her perspective on how Restart India is engaging the mentor community for the benefit of the MSMEs. Over to Lakshmi. Lakshmi, I request you to unmute yourself.
Sorry. Thank you, Honorable Minister Shri Nitin Gadkari and Johnny and Muthoot Papachan Group for starting this beautiful journey. Gadkari ji, you said something very, very important, is the importance of people coming together. And I just want to say we all talked about how important the MSMEs are to our economy. And sometimes in situations like this, they are a bit lost because their livelihoods have been taken away. But the one thing that keeps them going is their resilience. So I would like to just say that while we may think that we all might be a drop in the ocean, but each MSME has taught us they themselves are an ocean in a drop, as Rumi says. So we have this amazing possibility of ocean of oceans, and how can we empower them to be successful? In Restart India, we are starting with just answering their questions, because right now they don't even know where to go and who to ask. And that is just a stepping stone. And after that, as Tina was mentioning, we have stories, then we have ideas, then we have schemes that they can take advantage of. You were talking about agarbattis in your talk, and we have a young person, Ankit, who's doing agarbattis out of temple waste flowers, employing Dalit women. So it's just amazing how many things are happening among us in India that are really revolutionary, and they're fantastic MSMEs. So the goal for Restart India to catalyze these MSMEs and make them successful. So imagine, and a lot of inspiring stories stories that can inspire the other MSMEs and can connect them to different mentors and can connect them to schemes, can help them be successful. The key is connecting the dots. The power of connecting the dots is when there is seamless collaboration. And to make this happen, we can't do it alone. We really need a big support system. It takes a village to make this happen. Today, we have over 25 experts across disciplines of manufacturing, retail, agriculture, health, education, law, digital marketing, etc., who are all coming together to not just answer questions, but mentor our MSMEs. And in addition to that, we have a response network of organizations and experts. We are really grateful to all of you, including you, Honorable Minister, for the most expensive gift you have given us, which is the gift of your time and your attention. So we look forward to making Restart India a place that can be a one-stop for MSMEs to find out, to learn, to grow, and to succeed. So how can we make this a space that can truly catalyze?
Lakshmi, just an interjection. We have to conclude this shortly.
So I just want to thank you and say that this is just the first step, and we look forward to working with you and our mentors and our experts and to make this a great success. So thank you. Please join our community and make this a success. Thank you.
Thank you, one and all, for joining. On behalf of the entire team at Muthoot FinCorp and Inc., I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Honorable Union Minister for Road Transport, Highways and MSME, Shri Nitin Gadkari, for taking time out of his busy schedule to launch Restart India. So we are sure your presence here provided a lot of encouragement to the small businesses who will benefit from this initiative, and we are extremely grateful. Thank you, one and all, for joining. Restart India is a small step in the journey in getting India back on track. Wishing Muthoot FinCorp and Inc. team the very best. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
लक्ष्मी के रंगीन सपने, बलविंदर की जीवन यात्रा, मेहता जी की मधुरमय मुस्कान, थोमाचंद के हाथ का कमाल, सब रीस्टार्ट हो रहा है। रीस्टार्ट हो रहे हैं इंडिया के साथ। मुथूट फिनकॉर्प, जब जिंदगी बदलनी हो।
Restart India.